So I'll let you now ask a few questions about that.
You guys have any questions?
No, but you said you were more on blockchain, right?
So okay, so in terms of the consulting business I started, the focus I wanted to have for our business is to transform industries, to transform businesses. So you could say at an umbrella, what we are trying to do is to talk to customers about how their businesses will be impacted by emerging technologies, how they have to adapt if they don't want to get disrupted. So initially what we try to talk to customers about is basically speed of change, convergence of technologies, and how that can easily be used to disrupt their industries. The types of technologies then that are emerging, there's many of them. There's IoT, there's AI, there's AR, VR, and there is blockchain. So when we look under the kind of the hood of this bigger digital transformation and how businesses can be impacted or disrupted, you need to look also at, let's say, specific challenges in certain industries and how technologies come in to simplify that. And blockchain is one of these technologies. So when we look at the history of blockchain, it pretty much came in because of this lack of trust in the financial system. It came in as a technology to kind of remove the man in the middle, to reduce transaction cost. Basically, a bit of a revolutionary flavor on this to turn around the whole banking and finance industry. But also as a technology, it becomes something much bigger. It became a technology that allows to make business transactions easier, simpler, cheaper. It also helps a lot with executing contracts or smart contracts. So when you look at the applications, this technology is very wide. So for us, working with digital transformation then, and long answer for this, but we very early understood that blockchain is one of these kind of pivotal technologies that basically you need to transform industries. Probably the most important right now is to get data right, so have a proper data management strategy as a company. But right after it's technologies like AI and blockchain. Then you basically need to know and learn enough about the technology to be able to have a discussion with the customer on whether this technology is relevant for them right now or not. Here in Dubai, there's a lot of buzz about blockchain, and if you run a pilot or if you try to implement this, it might actually be quite expensive because the technology is not that mature, and depending on what you're doing, you might be better off doing things with databases. So it's really, when we have a dialogue with customer, it's really about understanding what they try to do, whether first of all, blockchain is a good fit for them. So does it solve the use cases they need to solve? Does it solve the challenges they need to solve? Does it do it in an efficient way, meaning that is there a good return on investment if we use that technology? We look at how mature is the technology. There's different types of implementations of blockchain, and some of the stacks have better support, better development kits, and so on. So we look at the technology. And the third thing is we look also at the maturity of the organization. So what I did in that space pretty much is early on, we probably started a little bit over 2 years ago, start to read a lot, and then starting publishing and writing to get the message out. So we don't do development in that space, but we support customers in understanding how to make the best out of blockchain, if blockchain is the right technology for them. It is one of these key technologies I think that people will have to understand a bit better.